is definitely going to be part 2 of loyalty. Before I even get into that, you can hear my throat. I've just obviously said to them, frankincense, incense, they fucking hate that. They won't come near you. Frankincense, I thought sage was the fucking one, and this stuff is brilliant. Anyway, and I have this lovely white sage candle burning, yeah. Don't like these dark energies that I have to deal with, but hey ho, I don't have to deal with them much longer. So, obviously, you know me by now, anyway, the music really does come through to me an awful lot. So the song that came on, which I fucking sang my heart out to, whoa, to get that fucking throat popping, yeah, is actually Shadow by Lady Gaga. So maybe go and listen to Shadow, you might get something in that song as well, yeah. So this is going to be a very short and sweet one, definitely not as long as last night. Because I have fucking plans. That's why I'm not wasting much more of my life on these scumbags. Yeah, these scumbags. Anyway, so we're going to get into this. Is definitely part 2, okay? So this is the continuation of last night. So this secret daughter that Paul has, yeah? So this daughter that nobody knows about, yeah? Well, here's a new flash from Mark and his sister. A lot of your family members do know about her, yeah? It's just not you 3 kids, so ye 2 and your sister, ye might have known, your mother might not have known, but all those lovely family members that she had, well, they fucking knew about her, or they well knew about her, yeah? So it's just ye 3 that didn't know. You see, this daughter, God love her, like, she's in Furland, isn't she? This daughter thinks the sun shines out of daddy's arse, doesn't she, Paul? She fucking idolises you. She won't for much longer, believe you me. So yeah, so she thinks her daddy is a successful, wealthy businessman. She's extremely proud of her father. She doesn't even know him. And doesn't even know he's a murderer, a thief. And she knows nothing about his dark side. Or he's the head of Freemasons in Ireland. Oh, Paul, she's in for land. But at the end of the day, Paul, you've done this to her, not me, not anyone else, yeah? So, Paul, how will the apple of your eye cope when she finds all this out? Because this truth, the truths that are in my videos are going to be splashed over on the news, Paul. And you know that, Paul. You've been in my Akashic records. You keep doing black magic. You keep doing black magic, especially now. Do not make the news. Paul, it's making the news. You know why, Paul? Because that's the divine's order. So, and who are you? Who are you, you little murdering thief? You little pantsy son. Who are ye? Think you're going to stop God? Delusional. Yeah. Know what you tell people about me and put it on black magic. Delusional. Fuck. Anyway, it's going to be splashed all over the news. Get over that one. Okay. So, especially given the career that this apple of the eye daughter is in, yeah? It doesn't really go with your sordid life now, Paul, does it? No, it doesn't go with your sordid life. A little bit like Mark, yeah? See, because Mark now would never fit in to my new upcoming profession. Now, they know what it is because they're hacking my records and doing black magic to think they're so powerful. Paul and Mark are so fucking powerful, they're going to stop me. You can stop fuck all, by the way. So you won't be stopping now. Your spell work won't be stopping my new career. Anyway, yeah, and you know, Mark, you definitely wouldn't be able to do what I'm going to be doing, you know, damn well. Why? As well, okay? Because you see, Mark really does live a double life like his father, so it's not really hard to see where he fucking gets that from. His first son, I have to say his first son, okay? Because there's no need for jealousy over him either, Mark, the second son, yeah? Because he doesn't really pay much heed to that son either. It must be something with boys, but the apple of his eye, this is definitely his fucking favourite. Sorry. No offence to your other sister, fuck you Fuzzy, but your other sister, I've been told, is normal and nice. It's no reflection to her father's fucked up anyway, you know. She's not had any kids, you see. So, your sister, this sister that you don't know about, she knows all about you 3. No, how's that for you? She knows all about you 3, right? But 90% of what she knows is actual lies. Clearly, because your father don't fucking tell the truth, yeah? Because, like you, Mac, your father does an awful lot of projection, yeah? Now, some of that 90% of lies is about your mother, and I'm not a liar. I have to say I did get a giggle out of some of the fucking things he's been saying about your mother. However, I've got a sense of humour and you don't, you know what I mean? There's a lot missing there with you. But it is all lies. Most of it. Nearly all of it's lies. So listen up. So apparently Paul has these 3 children that are not a part of his life. Might explain, Mark and Fuzzy, why you've never been invited to his new home in Blackrock. Never been invited there, have you? That's for a reason. Now, penny dropping. But, because you know why? You know why you've not been invited there? Well, obviously, it would break the lies that he's been telling, this little agenda for the apple of his fucking eye. God love her, that's all I can say. But apparently, which, now to be fair, Paul, you're fucking dead wrong about your other daughter, Mark Fuzzy, yeah. But apparently, his 3 children are evil, like his ex-wife. Now, 2 of them are, but the other one is not, Paul. That's a fucking straight up fucking lie, you cheeky bastard. Only 2 of your kids are fucking evil. The other daughter's not fucking evil at all. She doesn't do any shit like this. She actually fucking is a hard fucking working, a decent fucking human being. How on earth she became that, considering the fucking dream pool she comes from, fucking fair play to her, she broke generational curses, a bit like myself. Mark is unable to do as a healer, and Archangel Raphael can't even break a fucking, he can't even heal himself, bless. Anyway, so there is a little bit of truth in that, but there's not with the other daughter, Paul, for fuck's sake, that's terrible. But the best bit is, you ready for this? Oh God, the best bit is, your mother's a dark witch. Well, he's not really fucking wrong there, is she? Your mother's a dark witch who not only cheated on him, now Paul, that woman never cheated on you, you dirty dog. You never stopped cheating on that fucking woman. And as soon as you had Maggie, you got rid of her because this is the woman who's going to bring in the money, the moolah. Or so you thought, anyway. So he's going around telling everyone that your mother cheated on fucking him, right? And she gave him an awful life. Paul, you're a fucking straight out liar. You gave her a dog's life, but she's a dog, so you know what I mean? That's it. I don't fucking care. She didn't give you a dog's life, yeah? And she was a bad mother. Oh, you have to agree with that. The divine even agrees with that, for fuck's sake. So that's what I'm trying to say. There is some truth in it, but Jesus Christ, it's hilarious. Like, because it's the projection. What the fuck are you? What are you? You're a good daddy? Or you're a good daddy to this one? So this is the gender. This is how he wants to be seen. Paul, nobody sees you like this. And I promise you, by the time I finish with you, Paul, there's no one in this universe going to like you. They're all going to know about you, Paul. I'm going to make you so famous. It's unbelievable. Anyway. And your bad mother, you ready? Turned ye evil. It wasn't him. No, there's a pair of them in that fuck's sake. Not him, mind you, like, come on, for fuck's sake. Right, ready for this? A bit of truth in this as well. Ye 3, but it's not about the other sister, so it was really ye 2, but he said ye 3 are money hungry and spoiled. I disagree. And he had to cut you out of his life. Polly's kids haven't been cut out of your life. Liar. Yeah? And, look at this. And this apple of the eye, this is what you told her. She was to never worry about you, ye 3, yeah, contesting the will after he passes. Because he has no intention of telling you all of this until he fucking turned up to the funeral and saw this other fucking family there. You see, this was Paul's plan all along, but I guess I'm ruining your fucking plans, Paul. Yeah, I know you fucking hate me, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't particularly like you anyway. It's not just all I hate in this world, but yeah, I don't really like you. I wonder why. You're a fucking, you know what was that word I even thought today of you? Like, I already said it as well. It's like, oh, I'll think of it and it'll come back to me. Anyway, so he's adamant, this is why he was telling her that ye 3 would never contest the will. You're treating these children born inside your marriage. Now again, I'll say, it's not a word I like to use. You're treating those 3 children like they're illegitimate children. And the illegitimate children like they're not the illegitimate children. You're fucking worked, okay? You're worked, right? There's no court in the land will put illegitimate children born outside of marriage before the children of the marriage. That's law, Paul, yeah? So Paul thought, we'll go around this. Paul's had a plan for over 25 fucking years. By the way, this daughter is 32 years of age, so he's had a plan for 25 years to try and get around that little loophole. He's a fucking sick bastard you are. So he was very certain you wouldn't contest his will, so. How was he certain that you wouldn't contest the will? Can you already smell how he was setting you up? Lads, no. And can you not see how he was so adamant that you wouldn't be able to contest the will? He has you two set up the most in this world. Do you refuse? So, this daughter, yeah, also knows about the other brother and sister with the Filipino woman, yeah? She knows she has a brother and sister with this Filipino woman, yeah? Because, do you know how she knows? They've had many family holidays together. Paul had family holidays with these two kids, the apple of his fucking eye. Where are ye? How come you weren't invited? You weren't invited, yeah? So all her childhood, she's had many family holidays with his brother and sister, yeah? And all those lovely family pictures he has. He's loads of family pictures of her and the two Filipinos, all hung up in his new home he bought 5 years ago. It's why you're not allowed to go near his home. She too went to a private school and university, all picked by me, of course. I'm fucking such a generous woman. Because he wanted a golden child. So, you didn't consider golden. I'm not even going to pass a comment on that. He wanted a golden child to be proud of. Didn't you, Paul? Now, Meg Fuzzy, you think you've had privileged lives, yeah? You got the bare minimum comparison what he gave to her. Let me tell you that. She is now a qualified solicitor and has set up with her own firm. Where do you think the firm is? Blackrock, of course. Close to home. Daddy wants a little apple of the eye. Golden child very close to him. Yeah, so it's not going to take long to Google your family surname of solicitors. Blackrock, is it? 2 seconds. Got her. Anyway. Now we need to talk about these other family members of yours, Mark and Fuzzy, that knew about her and kept it from you. They deliberately kept it from you. You know your first cousin of yours that's a bit mental in the head. You know that one? Oh, I'm going to talk to you at the end, you cunt. But that one that's mental in the head. You know the one that you share your list to and you get her to do on me, my business, my family. You know that one? Crackpot. Yeah? You're sending her to all to do black magic on me. Jessica, isn't it? Jessica, you're nothing but a two-faced bitch. Jessica knows this other daughter very well, don't you, Jessica? Yeah. Because Jessica went on many of these family fucking holidays. Many pictures of you there with this one, isn't there, Jessica? And you talk to Mark and Fuzzy every day nearly. And you don't tell them about having a sister. Lads. It's in the genetics, isn't it? Well. So she went on many family holidays with her growing up. She grew up with her. She grew up with her. And was only in her mansion last week in Blackrock. Weren't you, Jessica? Last week she was only there. In fact, they're quite close cousins. Jessica knows everything about her. Uncle Paul. But she never told you. You know why? She didn't tell you. Because Uncle Paul bought our house in Ballantyre. With my money too. Jessica, pack your fucking bags, bitch. You're out of the house. And I can guarantee you that. And you personally, and I get to the end why I have an issue with you. A bigger issue with you, you dog. So I'm taking that house from you too, Jessica. Believe me. Now, Jessica, you are definitely 100% getting this warning. I'm telling you now, this is coming from the divine. I don't have this type of power, as powerful as I am. You have been warned today to stop your black magic against me, my 3 soul children. Because I know, Jessica, you have your own little list for my soul son, don't you? You have your own list for Dara, too. You do it on Soul Street, my business, my family. And you have a little obsession with my cat Angel, don't you? Now this is where I'm going to fucking snap at you. I'm going to snap at you. You like to target my cat. Now there's one thing, as the saying goes, what's a witch without her cat? I love my cat. My cat's like my child, yeah? He's like one of my children. But the thing about you, Jessica, you're up. I come from Long Island shamans. Oh, they fucking hate you. They hate you. Despise you, I do. I despise you. And then it's an animal. And I'm going to tell you something, Jessica. Just for coming from my car. I'm specifically coming from my soul, and this is what's going to happen to you. By my ancestors. You're about to have another mental breakdown. And you will die if you don't stop attacking me. No, imagine having a cousin like that. The animals, they despise people who are cruel to animals. Despise them. That's why I despise anyone that goes near an animal, a child, an elderly person, and certainly a single mother. And that's what all of you have done to me. You've done it to my child. You've done it to me as a single fucking mother. You've done it to my fucking cat. You've done it to my elderly mother. You think I give a fuck what my ancestors do to you? I hope they torment and haunt the soul out of you. You might now get Mark who's haunting you. My cat. Oh, my cat's like the child. Get away. You won't come near my fucking cat. Anyway, so imagine that's your cousin. You talked every day. She kept on laughing at you. What a fucking bitch. So, I just want to make sure. I didn't write number 2 here, but yeah. So your daddy's big master plan was, getting ye two locked up in a jail. And let's face it, ye are both just there. This is your daddy's plan for a very long time. Now I know he had his own plan for Mark because he didn't want to be on the spiritual path. So that's why what's happened the last 4 years was his master plan, especially for Mark. Yeah, because he didn't want to be spiritual. But this is your daddy's master plan, you ready? He dies and those 3 children get everything. There's no proof or evidence you're a part of his life. As these 3 other children have been a part of his life for 25 years and can prove that they don't even know you. All evidence points that you are actually not part of his life, and they have been. Yeah? This daughter has already been coached what to say when the time comes. She's to fight tooth and nail his words. That her brother, that her and the other brother and sister were the only people in your father's lives that you were cut off as teenagers, because that's what he's told her. Liar! You robbed, scammed, used your poor father. That's what he's told. That's what he said to you 3 kids had done. You know, not the other daughter. That you robbed him, you scammed him. And that's why he had to cut you off as teenagers. And that your evil mother reared you this way. Oh, I switched our Paul. All those family holidays with Jessica growing up, even the picture evidence shows you 3 were never around him. Can either he two, or even the daughter, even though it's not about this, will never be about her, can any of you prove that you've been a part of his life in the last 25 years? No. But they can. Paul thinks he's clever. Paul, you're not as clever as God. I can tell you that. So yeah, so Paul, darling. Call you darling, is that what I actually like to call you a fucking ponce, because it was your Paul, you ponce. You best tell the apple of your eye. I'll be taking a stunning holiday home in Mexico from her too. It's mine. I always wanted to go there anyway, Paul, right? Because what you don't know is when I was going to get married once upon a time, I was going to get married in Mexico. Love that place. So yeah, I can't wait to see this fucking home I own in Mexico. That is soon will be illegally in mine now. Yeah. So this is your daddy. He bought a fucking holiday home in Mexico. A mansion in Black Rock. What the fuck did you get? I'm telling you. Apple of his eye. So this was your daddy's plan. But God had a better plan. God always had a better fucking plan. The apple of his eye. Paul, do you know what she's going to do? She's going to turn her back to you. Once you are arrested and charged, oh, she's going to turn her fucking back to you. What solicitor don't want to be involved with scum like that? She doesn't even know, but she's soon going to know. You will die in prison, Paul, just like your own mother did. Now, no wonder Mark said he didn't know much about your family. And I say you fucking knew it, alright? I wouldn't be fucking telling people probably either, but hey ho, not like that in my family, you know, because you got them all well looked into. But that's for another video what he did to my fucking family, cunts. Yeah, so Paul's going to die in prison like his own mother died in prison. Wow. This apple of the eye is going to despise you, Paul. Despise you. when she realises who and what you really are. In fact, the divine tells me I will actually meet her. Well, we do have a bit in common. Justice and truth. Everything you and your 2 kids here hate. So I will have a lot in common with this other daughter, and I will meet her. So his other plan for you two and your lives, listen up now, was having you both sent to prison for a very long time. Why you think he took a back seat and allowed you both to do all this towards me? Why, you think he wasn't capable? Think he's too old? Oh no, that was deliberate. He got you to deny everything, so you go down for it. Hello, you ain't yet, Marky, are you? So you both go down. There's all the evidence. 90% of all the payments to everybody on the payroll to attack me, you both have paid. 90% of it, you've paid. Fuzzy found, hired, paid Rena 20,000 British pounds to hang around the spiritual community in London, because let's face it, what kind of a fucking prostitute on a dark witch be hanging around the spiritual community? It's not a Paris straight, is it? No, she hovered around it. Wouldn't you? You ever got paid 20,000 sterling? She hovered around it to befriend Mark, ready? To seduce him and do black magic on him. She got paid 20,000, Mark. Mark Seeker was like, oh my god, this young witch wants me. No, she got paid 20 fucking grand, Mark. After great success, because she did have success, she was able to well do it. So easily gone in, eh? Back door already open. Whoops. So after its great success, Daddy set up monthly payments to Rena. £2,000 a month Rena got paid to stay with him, to make sure he never went back to me. £2 a month. Wow, rich bitch. None of you got so fucked up in drugs, eh? Then they split up because he caught her cheating, because the bitch couldn't keep her knickers up. So that was, you picked the wrong one when you picked a prostitute, really. Do you know what I mean? So they weren't happy because he was a free man, and both my birth chart, which Mark gave him, and my daughter's, and Mark's birth chart, both of our birth charts, it was very favourable for us to get married. So they weren't happy that he caught her cheating. They weren't happy about this. So, what did they do next? So this is the next plan. So the next plan was, she had to marry him. So black magic was done. And Sharina couldn't have been more apologetic to Mark. I'm sorry for cheating on you. What, she even blamed her mother doing black magic on her, for fuck's sake. No one needs to do black magic on you. You're a prostitute. It's kind of like in your fucking DNA. Your mother was one too, yeah. She could have been more apologetic to Mark, caring and really nice, love bombing him, giving him all her undying attention, something she never did before. Jesus Christ, Mark's fucking ego. He thought he was the man, didn't you, Mark? He never received all this from her to begin with. And why? Tell you why, Mark. 50,000 British fucking pounds she was paid. That's why she was like that. That's what she got paid by your sister to do all that to get you to marry her. Fuzzy, your sister, paid her 50,000 British pounds. She got paid that, Mark, the day after you married her. That's when she got that 50,000 pounds. So 2 weeks after they got married, Mark cracked up 2 weeks after the wedding when she came back with a none other than a Louis Vuitton handbag that cost £10,000. Mark cracked up over it, yeah? So now you know where she really got the money for that, don't you now, Mark? But at the end of the day, you've got no right to tell a person how to spend their money. It was her money. She earned it, and didn't she earn it well? Didn't she earn it well, like, you know? How long did it take her? A month? Months? Shotgun wedding? By God, she was good. By God, she was good. So that's where she got the money, Mark. Your sister paid her that money. There you go. How does that make you feel that the person didn't love you? She got paid to marry you, just to keep us apart. How does that make you feel? Someone has to be paid to marry you. Oh God. Oh God. And your sister really has your best interest at heart. Isn't that one of her favourite sayings to you, isn't it? Mark, I have your best interest at heart. Really? You're awake now, Mark, are you? You're awake, bye. And your evil mother knows all of this too. In fact, Mark, everything we've just said, everything we've just said before this, 25, every single thing we've said, it's also in our Akashic records, Mark, as you very much know, because you have rooted through mine. But you see, Mark, your daddy, your sister, the prostitute wife, they do heavy black magic on you to not check theirs or your records. Because if you were to check theirs and your records, you would see all of what I've said. So there's a lot of black magic on you. I wonder why they don't want you to check, Mark. I wonder why they do this black magic. You know the way, Mark, that you use all my 7 soul names when you all do black magic on me? You do all my 7 soul names, and my 7 soul names is not for tonight. It wouldn't be for another video. But you know the way they use all mine? You use all mine thinking that you're smart and clever. Well, and I don't know. They use all your 7 soul names for you not to go near their Akashic record. So that's a starting point for you to reverse all they're doing to you. Yeah? Because it's all there in the records. You don't need to take my word for it. Now the penny might drop as to why you're only in my records and never even thought about going into theirs. Because that's the black magic they do when you make. You also will see that your father, Rena, and your sister have all murdered you in other incarnations. That's in your Akashic records. You're surrounded by people who have always murdered you and who tried to ruin your life. It's truly time, Mark, you woke up. You're welcome. And as for you, Jessica, you got your warning. You got your warning about my soul son in particular, my cat. Now you will go batshit crazy. Because my shaman ancestors don't mess about. And certainly when it comes to my cat. Because you see, my cat, I've had for many, many incarnations. She's a guide and she's a protector. And these sick fucks in other incarnations put curses on Mark's soul to test cats, knowing that I love cats. This is their sickness. Now Monday, after Sunday nights terrorising my child in school, they changed their lists to not have her terrorised because everything I have on the list, well, the school has already been contacting me over, so I have the evidence already, so they changed the list. But on Monday, they didn't really do a whole lot of black magic for me to reverse. Monday was the day of doing curses and souls. They do curses and souls, which is just fucking pathetic at this stage, especially when I have the key to all the universal knowledge, and I'm just going, get your names, get your list, get whatever the fuck I want, it's given to me. Now anyone has access to this type of fucking information. Mark would never get this type of access. Do I know and trust you? Anyway. But one, like, Louise done curses on me as well. Oh God, retard. But she'll pay with her life for that one. But anyway. Lee did a few curses. Rena did a few curses. But I want to talk about one of the curses. I'm not going to tell you the curse, Mark, that Rena put on your soul. Because I, in the divine Rena, 100% agree with the curse you put on his soul. And I'm leaving it on it because, you know what, he deserves that. That's karma. Now, the divine told me I had to remove her. I'd have to remove her. You know, I mightn't want that. My ego wouldn't want that. But I have to surrender my ego when I work for God because I have to do what he said. I have to write what he said. And I have to say what he said. That's it. I'm subservient to the divine. Yeah? But this curse, quite interesting. So I can't exactly give it all to you, Mark, because I don't want you to reverse it. But basically, it's well deserved. It's well just. Because not only do I not want any of these people following me around and my 7 soul kids into another incarnation again. I don't want you anywhere near us or my 7 soul kids, our 7 soul kids. Because you've proved in this lifetime you shouldn't have any.